Right here is a frame which is mostly original. All right, on this side, from this point on up, is original mahogany, all original, and then all original, all original, all the way down to the bottom. This piece is a complete replacement, as is the last 6 inches over here. You can see as closely as possible we've blended in the coloring. We've applied several coats of varnish. We've cleaned out as much of the old putty as can be done without actually gouging the wood. When new putty is applied and the new glazing is inserted, it will be invisible. When we look at the other side, okay, the color difference shows up a little bit more than I'd like right here at this joint. But once it gets out into the sunlight, within a fairly short period of time, it will all blend together. And we've made the appropriate notches and slots for the hardware that's going to be applied to this window. And again, this is the inside of the window that you're looking at right here. All right, the glass itself is held in by these retaining strips here. All right, and we use these little tiny 1/2-inch brass screws. Let me just drop down one level here. You can see this window that's on the table. It has 3 of the glass retaining strips in place. We have the left style, we have the top style, we have the left retaining strip attached to a stile, we have the top retaining strip attached to a rail, and then the right retaining strip. The last one to go in place is this puppy right here, which goes in just like this. Okay, it's cut to length. We snap it in place, and then we apply the screws one at a time to hold it in place. And the reason that we use screws is because, unfortunately, glass breaks. And if this glass is broken, we don't want to have to, damage the frame pulling out nails or pulling out brads. We can replace the glass in about 10 minutes by removing the screws, taking the strips out, cleaning out the glass, and then dropping in a new pane. So this is a maintenance item.
Speaking of the glass, was there some original glass that survived, or did many of the panes lost or broken?
Many of the panes were lost or broken, yeah. But we do have original glass.
Yeah,
right here by your foot.
Yeah. Now,
this is a piece of original glass right here.
Now, is it special in any way that you know of? I mean,
no.
Me as someone who doesn't know really, you think of old period glass as being kind of wavy glass.
No.
But is that so?
No.
By this time period in the 1912 or the mid-1900s, 19-teens, glass was produced differently?
Yeah. I'm not an expert. I believe that this is original glass. The 6 or 8 glass panes that I'm aware of that still exist are all this fairly clear, what they call float glass.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The wavy glass that you were referring to, I believe, is from the period, let's say, before 1900.
Okay.
The only thing I've observed is in the process of working with these windows, we can tell pretty quickly which windows were broken. Glass varies in thickness.
Okay.
Okay. Your ordinary window panes in a home are an 1/16 of an inch thick. These windows, most of them are 3/16 of an inch thick. We've had some single pane glass, which is 1/16. I had a piece today which was a 1/4 inch plate glass, which is like 5 times as heavy. And it would appear that as glass broke while this was serving as somebody's cabin, that they just replaced it with whatever the local hardware store had.
Mm-hmm.
So we've laid in a stock of 3/16 glass,
Great.
and that's what we're using for all of them as we glaze them.